feature fight of the evening in the welterweight division. Brad Kelly versus Kaleb Harris.
And you can see here, Kaleb Harris has a 3.5-inch reach advantage, and he knows it's like Brad Kelly knows. Brad wants to get inside. Kaleb Harris wants to stay outside and make Brad Kelly pay every time he tries to get close.
This is bout number 10 in Knuckle Fighting Championship for Kaleb Harris. He's also had 4 pro MMA bouts. Harris told us in our fighter meeting that he has been working primarily for this feature fight in welterweight division versus Brad Kelly on attacking from all directions. He said, including going backwards.
Feels like he cannot let his opponent be the aggressor here. He's got to push him backwards. He's got to dictate when and where this fight happens. Massive
mutual respect between Harris and Kelly. Harris said, Brad Kelly is extremely durable. I cannot allow him to establish his forward pressure. That's when Brad Kelly is at his best. I have to stay long, keep circling, keep angling as Brad Kelly comes forward.
Well, Harris said he wants a clean fight, but some of them surprised because he's not really worried about his opponent's power. He's been hit, he's been hurt, he's been rocked, but he's never really gone down. He's went down once, and he's been fine ever since then.
Brad Kelly, who celebrated his birthday on Wednesday, turned 41 years old, is now set to enter his 5th bout at BKFC. He's also had 9 professional mixed martial arts fights. Kelly told us through his 4 previous BKFC bouts, he feels that he has really come to understand this sport. The angles, the footwork, he said, I have developed a solid foundational stance of which I can throw my cleanest and my hardest shots.
Well, one thing he definitely wants to be first in all exchanges, but something, a lot of people say they want a lot of in and out movement. Not this guy. He wants to get in position, get in range, and stay there the entire time and apply pressure.
Moments ago, we talked about the mutual respect flowing in both directions. Kelly said in our fighter meeting of Kaleb Harris, he has tremendous heart. I cannot let him control from the outside. I have to show patience.
Has to get into the pocket, suffocate his opponent, dictate when and where the fight happens.
Brad Kelly also said, I have to continually be in the correct position to land counter punches. I do not want to jump in with my heavy shots. To get our feature fight started, we go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for our feature fight of the night. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Presented to you by Crescent Tools. Introducing to you first. Fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears black. He stands an even 6 feet tall. His official weight, 164.1 pounds. He holds a true BKFC veterans record of 5 victories opposite 4 defeats. Fighting out of Lake Mississippi, here is Kaleb Lionheart. Across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears purple and green. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, 165.4 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 3 victories opposite a single defeat. Fighting out of Biloxi, Mississippi, here is Brad Machine Gun in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn.
Kaleb Harris said, I do not believe that Brad Kelly is underestimating me, but I think he might be underestimating my punching power. Round number 1. Purple and green trunks for Brad Kelly. Black and white trunks for Kaleb Harris. Rapid fighters start off with scraps from both fighters. Right hand just misses from Kelly. 1-2 from Harris. Overhand right misses from Kelly. Right now is the range that Kaleb Harris wants on the outside. There's the left hand, another left hand. Big shots from Kaleb Harris. Right hand again. Andrew Glenn nearly ruled the knockout. Right hand, and now that is a clean knockdown off the right hand.
Man, Harris is looking fantastic right now, standing in his range. And Kelly's hurt right now. He's got to do something right away. just what he talks about. He's going to surprise his opponent with that, and he sure did right there. And right here, you can see just a barrage of punches right now coming after his opponent the entire time. And you cannot take those punches and not fire back. Kelly did a great job of trying to tie his opponent up, but Kaleb Harris was having none of it. He pulled away and just said, I'm going to keep punching this guy. I'm going to earn my knockout, and he did.
You can see Andrew Glenn almost stepped in as Brad Kelly slumped against the corner cushion. Smartly and correctly, Glenn allowed this to continue. That was not a knockdown. The barrage of punches then continuing, Chris.
And that's what did it. It was this overwhelming volume of punches, clean shots landed. It wasn't any one punch at a time. It was just a lot of nice hard, and that was the last one right there that really did the damage. But it was a lot of punches that caused that knockdown, not one shot.
Brad Kelly is one of the best fighters on the BKFC roster. And he was absolutely steamrolled by Kaleb Harris.
Yeah, that's a fight that usually it looks like that. So when somebody's never had a fight, they come in, they get overwhelmed. Brad Kelly's a fantastic fighter. He got overwhelmed. That was unbelievably well done right there by Kaleb Harris. That's the best he's looked. He keeps saying that after every fight, I feel like.
That does not diminish Brad Kelly. That simply enhances greatly Kaleb Harris. Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Andrew Glenn, steps in and calls a stop to this fight at 39 seconds into round number 1. For your winner by TKO, Kaleb Lionheart Harris.
And Sean, that's got to be one of the biggest wins of Kaleb Harris's career. He's got to be in line for a title or something great right now after that performance.
Clear disappointment from Brad Kelly, but you see the class in defeat. You see the class in victory for Kaleb Harris. Mutual respect flowing in both directions. Both fighters knew that the other fighter could take them out. They had to execute, and execute Kaleb Harris did. Victorious by way of first-round knockout, Kaleb Harris defeats Brad Kelly.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
People that are missing it are missing out big time.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month.
Rico Franco versus Axel Bierbes.
You can see here Sean Bierbes has a 2-inch height advantage, 3-inch reach advantage. Not that significant right here, but he is going to want to utilize that. Franco is an extremely talented bare-knuckle fighter. It's going to be hard for him to get stay on the outside, and he's going to have to get on the inside to try to land those hard punches.
France, Axel Bierbes, set to make his bare-knuckle fighting championship debut.
And Bierbes has got a tough challenge in front of him. Rico Franco. before he fought for us last time, they said probably the best bare knuckle fighter who has not fought for BKFC. He has now, so this is a tough challenge for him.
Jimmy Sweeney, who has not fought for BKFC, and Rico Franco were really the two on that list, and Rico Franco now firmly on the BKFC roster. Massive opportunity for the fighter from Toulouse, France, Axel Birbes, as he now enters the BKFC ring for the first time. Rico Franco, 1-0 in BKFC, 7-2 overall in the sport of bare knuckle fighting. Franco has also had 10 pro MMA bouts, including 1 in M1 Global. Rico Franco made his highly anticipated and very impressive BKFC debut this past March. He defeated Darren Godfrey by second-round knockout.
You could just see when you watched him fight that fight, just his demeanor, his calmness, his relaxation. He just seemed very confident out there. You could tell it wasn't her first rodeo. He understands timing, range, and that's what it takes a long time for a lot of fighters to understand this, and he has that already.
Feature fight started. Back to Ian the Machine Freeman.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a BKFC bout in the welterweight division. This bout is sponsored by Bucked Up Energy Drinks. Now let me introduce your fighter in the red corner. This fighter weighed in at 164.6 pounds. Representing Toulouse from France, Axel Birbes. Opponent in the blue corner. This fighter weighed in at 164.4 kilograms. Representing Gainsborough, United Kingdom, Rico Franco. And your referee for this bout, Chris Bachelor.
The look of all business from Rico Franco. Round number 1. Black and gold trunks for Rico Franco, black trunks for Axel Birbes.
Birbes trying to come out aggressive right away.
Counter on the right hand on the turn from Franco after the Birbes right hand.
It doesn't matter how aggressive Birbes is coming, Franco stays nice, relaxed, and counters well.
Birbes turns 360 on the right hand from Rico Franco. Franco coming forward now on the left hook. Birbes off the jab from his back foot. Franco entry on the left hand, right hand. Forward to the body. Birbes will walk forward 1-2-1. Right hand, left hand, big right hand, and that drops Axel Birbes.
Wow. So impressive right now. Birbes doing a great job of coming forward, but Franco avoids and counters beautifully.
Hands up, you ready? You ready?
Birbes with the cut under his left eye. Franco hard on the feint. You see the diversionary tactics? Franco putting his right hand up, throwing the fast jab. Now the right hand. A 2-3 combination from Franco. That was slick. That was sharp. 45 seconds remaining, round number 1. To the inside, big shots to the body from Rico Franco. Hook from Birbes not there on the exit. Birbes very much on his back foot. Birbes with the right hand. Right to the body, knockdown number 2.
Those body shots, Sean, are killers in bare knuckle. There's no glove to disperse that pain. That it doesn't go all over the body. It goes right where it punches. It digs in deep.
Beerbest, to his credit, off the canvas. There is the bell, and that is a massive round number 1 for Rico Franco.
Man, Franco just looks phenomenal. Like I talked about earlier, Beerbest did a great job of trying to come up with some combinations, push his opponent backwards, but Franco just moved out of the way very elegantly, very easily, and countered as he was doing that. That was impressive. Landing good shots as he's backing away.
One would think, Chris, that's a 10-6 round number 1 for Rico Franco, recording 3 knockdowns versus Axel Beerbest.
And just when he decides to get offensive, man, he's got some great quickness, great accuracy. Hits whatever you're giving him. If you have the hands up, he's hitting the body. If you're trying to block the body, he's landing part of the head. If you're trying to throw punches, whichever hand you're throwing the punch with, he's going to throw and land there because your hand's not there to block.
First out of his corner, Rico Franco. Big exhale from the fighter from Toulouse, France, Axel Beerbest. Both fighters up to scratch, round 2. See those hard feints on the forward pressure from Franco. There's the jab from Beerbest in the circle out.
That's what Beerbest has to try to do right now, start working the jab.
Oh, good right hand from Beerbest. Acknowledged as such by Rico Franco. Franco to the inside, left hand, right hand, more big right hands. To the body, right hand. Knockdown number 4 on that right hook to the body.
And I think that good right hand by Beerbest just kind of angered Franco at the time.
Full credit to Axel Beerbest. Off the canvas for the 4th time in this fight. Rico Franco actually lost his mouthpiece in that exchange. Mouthpiece in.
Beerbest, you guys be careful because it looks like Franco's really looking to target the body right now.
Right hand to the body, knockdown number 5. We'll see the patience now of Chris Bachelor.
He might just call
threshold of punishment to Axel Beerbest.
Yeah, I think he's not going to let this go on anymore. He is.
One would presume knockdown number 6 is the end of this fight. Franco sees the finish line, trying to reach it with emphasis. Beerbest, to his credit, still throwing back on the left hand. Beerbest along the ring ropes. Franco stalking pressure, left hand. Franco again coming forward. Big right hand, knockdown number 6. And we are done. Rico Franco just keeps on rolling.
Just looking so impressive right there as Franco just looks like he has very few holes in his game, very few weaknesses. You try and pressure him, he counters. Try and let him come forward, he does beautifully, hits whatever you give him.
Chris, I commentated Rico Franco in MMA and M1 Global. He was a good MMA fighter. He is a world-class bare knuckle fighter.
And the sky's the limit for this guy. I would love to see this guy continue to progress. Like to see what we do with him, where we put him, because he could really go in there and contend right now, I think, with anybody. Like you said, it's not normal for us to get a guy into our organization already understands bare knuckle, and Rico Franco clearly does. A lot of times they have to work their way up. They have to understand, okay, I've had 2-3 fights and you get better. This guy's already there and he's only had 2 fights for us.
In our fighter meetings, fighters always talk about punches with purpose. Every punch with purpose for Rico Franco in this bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute 37 seconds of the second round, we have a winner by the way of technical knockout in the blue corner, Rico Franco.
Another dominant performance right there. This guy's going to be a handful for everybody. I cannot wait to see him fight again and who we're going to throw him in there with.
Axel Beerbest was definitely game. A fast start. Pulled himself off the canvas 5 times. But on the 6th knockdown, referee Chris Bachelor immediately, and I believe correctly, ruling an end to this fight. Dominant one-way traffic to victory for Rico Franco. Now 2-0 in BKFC, 8-2 overall in the sport of bare knuckle. Power, precision, technique. dominance from Rico Franco. In our feature fight of the evening, the winner by way of second round TKO, Rico Franco defeats Axel Pierbes.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
People that are missing it are missing out big time.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month.
Ben Bonner versus Jamie Oldfield.
One thing we have right here, a little bit of a weight difference. Just not real sure if Oldfield quite made weight right there. Don't have the stats on him. We'll find out when he comes out here, Sean.
Hello, hello, hello! London! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Crystal Palace National Sports Center. Welcome to the most exciting combat sport on planet Earth today. Welcome to BKFC 37! We are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Presented to you by Nerd Focus Energy, the original Think Drink. Introducing you first. Fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears black and silver. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. His official weight, 161.4 pounds. Tonight, he makes his BKFC debut, ready for bare knuckle fight number 3. Fighting out of Widnes, Cheshire, England. Here is Jamie the Omen Oldfield. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out the blue corner. Tonight, he wears gray, trimmed in silver. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, 160.2 pounds. He is a pro boxing veteran of 22 fights. And tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Middlesbrough, North Yorkshire, England. Here is Ben Bonner. And our referee in charge of the action, Chris Batcheldor.
Tonight's judges and referees have been assigned by the ISKA, who is regulating this event. First up to scratch, Ben Bonner. Round number 1. Silver trunks for Ben Bonner, black trunks for Jamie Oldfield, who takes a backward step. Now the turn by Oldfield. We talked about the difference in rule set. Punches in the active clinch, of course, allowed under this BKFC promotional rule set. There's the right hand. That looked like a slip, and ruled as such by referee Chris Batcheldor. Oldfield now coming forward into the clinch. Stiff jab by Bonner. Counter right hand, check left hook by Bonner. Oldfield standing tall, swinging big. Really turned himself 180 to Jamie Oldfield. Oldfield again looked like an accidental clash of heads. No complaint from either fighter. We fight on.
There's some good body work being done by Bonner right there in the clinch.
Quick separation from Chris Batcheldor, right back to it. See Bonner cut outside of his left brow. Hard on the entry, heavy in the clinch now for Jamie Oldfield. Oldfield with the push-off. Oldfield right back in. Short overhand right. Left hook from Oldfield.
I think Oldfield will be throwing a lot more right hands to open up that cut even more.
30 seconds remaining, round number 1. Bonner circling on the outside. Oldfield coming in again with big wide swings. Lands the left and the right hook. Now rights to the body for Jamie Oldfield.
And you can tell Bonner's really thrown off by that cut. It's giving him problems right now already.
Bonner trying to reset. High tight striking guard. Feints with the jab, throws the 2. Bonner again looking to come forward. This is with the left hook. Straight right hand from Bonner. Bonner again overhand right. Just missed. Good elusiveness from Oldfield. Oldfield misses with the overhand right of his own. That is the end of round 1.
And Oldfield's getting stuck in this position where his chin is up and he's just waiting there with that left hand out. If Bonner can time that right hand a little bit better, he's going to do some damage. And there was that just slip right there, Sean. It wasn't really due to the punch. It was the way he positioned his left foot, got off balance. Still a lot of good work being done here by both guys. There's Bonner with the nice right hand. I think if he could just time that the right way, wait for the right time, when Oldfield's just kind of standing there posing, he could land that right hand and probably knock him down.
Seconds out cold. You see confirmation that round number 2 is upon us. Call of knuckle up from referee Chris Spatcheldor, round number 2. Bonner starts the second round with the jab. A touch of hands right back to it. Oldfield looking the measure with the extended left hand.
I feel like Oldfield was doing better in the first round. He's rushing forward, putting pressure on his opponent. Working his way inside. If he stands outside, he's going to get picked apart.
See Bonner trying to sharp shoot the jab. Also there. Left hand, right hand from Jamie Oldfield. Swing and a miss with that left hook from Oldfield. And he spun himself 180 again. Good jab from Bonner.
If Bonner can stay on the outside here and pick his opponent apart, this is perfect for him. That's exactly where he wants to be, as you can see.
60 seconds remaining, round number 2. Jab to the body again for Ben Bonner. Now the right hand to the body. That's a bit of plan B from Bonner. Straight to the body, jab right back to the head of Jamie Oldfield.
Oldfield has slowed down quite a bit. He's not coming forward like he was. Oh, nice body shot.
On the body shot, knockdown number 1. On the canvas, taking the count from Chris Spatcheldor is Jamie Oldfield.
And John, you can only take so many of those.
Up at 8. Oldfield tells Spatcheldor he wants to continue. We'll see now how hard Bonner goes for the finish. Stiff jab from Bonner.
And you would think Bonner would really start to work the body right here.
Jab to the sternum from Bonner. Relatively measured pace. There's the right hand, knockdown number 2. You cannot be saved by the bell in any round in this BKFC rule set. Up, there's the bell. That is the end of round number 2. And that is a huge second round for Ben Bonner.
And Ben Bonner saw exactly what we saw. All that body work was adding up. It only takes so many of those hard bare knuckles to the body right there. It digs in so deep. See if we can get a good look at it right here. Oh, devastating right hand. You just can't breathe well when that happens. And Oldfield is just sitting there on the ground trying to get his breath back, trying to see if he can stand up. He's been able to do it so far twice. I'm not sure how many more times he can do that. He's going to need to come out right here and really try and work his way inside. He cannot stay in Bonner's range and continue to get picked apart like that. He's got to make this a dogfight. And he's got to get in, push his opponent's head down, pull him around, do whatever he has to do to not stay right on the outside. He doesn't have the reach. Bonner does.
Ben Bonner recording 2 knockdowns of Jamie Oldfield in round number 2. Now we start round number 3. Credit to Oldfield, twice pulling himself off of the canvas, both times at the count of 8 from Chris Bachelor. Both knockdowns from those body shots of Ben Bonner.
And Bonner's continue to come with him, so Oldfield needs to come in behind that double jab, throw the right hand, try and push his opponent around. He cannot just stay right where he's at right now.
Bonner coming forward off the jab. Left to the body, right to the head from Bonner. Oldfield playing a lot of defense, back against the ropes. We might be done. Knockdown number 3. Oldfield up.
Very quickly this time. You can tell, though, the way he's even putting his hands right now, he's setting himself up for a knockout to the face because his hands are getting low.
Full credit to Jamie Oldfield. We are not done. Knockdown number 4 on the right hand. Oldfield just shook his head no to referee Chris Bachelor. We'll see how this plays out. Up at 9. No 3 knockdown rule. Chris Bachelor taking a really close look. Knockdown number 5, the 3rd of round 3.
And the referee, I think, waved it off here.
Bachelor breaks off his count, and there is the win for Ben Bonner in his BKFC debut. 5 knockdowns to the finish line.
Oldfield showed a lot of heart by continuing to get up after all those body shots, but you just cannot keep taking those. He had to try and get inside, but I think the damage was already done by that point. All Bonner had to do was hit him lightly to the body and it was going to do damage.
Jamie Oldfield was definitely game. Showed a lot of tenacity, a lot of heart. Dropped twice in round number 2. Dropped 3 times in round number 3. On that 3rd knockdown of round 3, which proved to be the 5th and final knockdown of the fight, referee Chris Bachelor breaking off his count, feeling that Jamie Oldfield had had enough.
And Sean, how about our debut fighters right here? They've been dominating so far. That's usually not the case, but these guys are well prepared.
Nice moment between these 2 English fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Chris Bachelor, steps in and calls a stop to the fight at 1 minute 16 seconds into round number 3. For your winner, by KO, Ben Bonner!
And Sean, with another, just a common theme tonight, we've had a guy in his debut, comes in, deals with adversity, gets cut open, and passes with flying colors. That's what Ben Bonner did. Looked fantastic. Controlled the range, good jab, looked smooth. Like to see him fight again.
Bonner with his 22 fights of amateur boxing experience. Showing the boxing skill set, the boxing high ring IQ. Staying on the outside, effectively targeting the body of Jamie Oldfield. 5 knockdowns to the knockout. The winner by way of 3rd round KO, Ben Bonner defeats Jamie Oldfield.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
People that are missing it are missing out big time.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month.
Finish this Harris Stevenson versus Kaleb Harris. The numbers presented by Crescent Tools.
Sean, both guys about 6 foot tall, 6'1" for Stevenson. Reach exactly the same. Everything's very similar on this. The only difference is these guys have fought once before. Harris Stevenson won a split decision. Who has progressed more? Is it Kaleb Harris or has Harris Stevenson gotten better? This we're going to find out right now. Great fight for a rematch.
Our feature fight of the night is a rematch. 3 years in the making. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Presented to you by Blue Chew. Introducing to you first. Fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black and white. He stands at even 6 feet tall. His official weight, 168.1 pounds. His bare knuckle record stands at 4 victories opposite 4 defeats. Here is the hard-fighting bare-knuckle fighter from Lake Mississippi, Kaleb Lionheart Harris. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black, blue, and silver. He stands 6 feet, 1 inch tall. His official weight, 168.2 pounds. His bare knuckle record stands at 4 victories opposite 2 defeats. Fighting out of Long Beach, Mississippi. Here is the Clark Kent of bare knuckle, Harris Sandman Stevenson. And our referee in charge of the action, Big Dan Mergliata.
Kaleb Harris told us that he takes great pride in through 8 bare-knuckle fights, having never been finished. He said, no disrespect to Harris Stevenson, but I don't think he can finish me. Round number 1. Black and blue trunks for Harris Stevenson. Black and white trunks for Kaleb Harris. Harris coming forward, rear right uppercut. That was clever. Now Harris Stevenson moving forward. Big body shots, overhand right on the counter from Kaleb Harris. Tie and tight for Kaleb Harris, walking forward. Counter right hand from Stevenson. Snap jab from Harris. Open chest for Stevenson, trying to let the hooks go. For 25 remaining, round 1.
Stevenson is doing what he said he wants to do, a lot of volume. He is throwing a lot of punches in there.
Break. Don't push down.
Great call for by Dan Mergliata. Telling Kaleb Harris it was a push down on the neck. Not a legal clinch. That's the separation. Straight right hand by Stevenson. Harris to the body. To the clinch. Right back to it in the center circle.
Stevenson talked about all the cardio he did for this fight, trained 3 times a day. He felt like he needed to continue to throw that many punches. That's why he's able to throw this with confidence.
Right cross to the body, entry left hook from Kaleb Harris. Stevenson looking to explode back in. Hand just off the mark after Stevenson ducked the right hand of Kaleb Harris. 2 evenly matched fighters. To the clinch, short right hand. Runner on the left hand, big shots, big swings, duck under from Harris. Double unders, that gives the separation from Dan Mergliata. Right hand misses from Harris. Slight swelling under Kaleb Harris's right eye. Left jab getting through from Harris Stevenson. Stevenson duck under, left hook. That is the end of round 1. Evenly matched indeed.
Why was the split decision the first time there, Sean? Feel like to see the punch tool. That felt like Harris Stevenson threw a lot of punches there. Aggression alone might have got in that round.
That right hand to the belly's landing, it'll eventually set up that overhand. Run it. All right, left hook's landing at wheel. How's your eye? He just catch you with a good jab? Yeah. How you feeling? How's your body feel?
If I'm in the corner of Harris Stevenson, I'm telling you the exact same thing. Continue with the volume, push his opponent backwards, try and take away that range. Do not let him stay in the mid-range.
Planting on the inside.
Push, get close, throw a lot of punches.
Keep that chin tucked. Hey, move your hand. Move your hand.
He's got to make sure, as openings do occur, that Harris Stevenson does not have his hands out and open for a counter punch. Some sometimes I feel like when he's in there, he continues to just stand, getting ready for his offense over his punch. He's got to keep those hands up on those turns as opposed to making big shots.
Both fighters up to scratch, off the scratch line, round number 2. Naked right hand misses from Kaleb Harris. Ducked under on the left hook. Stevenson on the right hand. Hands on the entry left. Clever right hand from Stevenson. Good right hand, clever again from Harris Stevenson. Harris just missed with that sharpshooter right. For the level change, Kaleb Harris back out, double jab. Good right hand, counter left hook on the check left hook from Kaleb Harris. 1:15 remaining, round 2 of our feature fight at 175 pounds.
Kaleb Harris does a good job of throwing a jab when he lands that right hand in the body.
The jab on the exit from Harris Stevenson. Stevenson definitely the more aggressive fighter. Very early though, 55 seconds remaining, round 2. Kaleb Harris told us though, I don't want to trade punch for punch. I want to keep my distance, land in high volume, in and out. In the clinch, there's the separation, right back to it, orders Dan Mergliata. Right hand to the body from Harris. Good sequence from the half-high punch. Kaleb Harris suddenly turning up the temperature. Big shots on the inside from Kaleb Harris.
Harris Stevenson's a little hurt right now. He's got to be careful.
And down goes Harris Stevenson. From patience to explosion for Kaleb Harris. The count of 10 reach and the win in the rematch for Kaleb Harris. From 0 to 100, just like that.
What a change right there. Kaleb Harris just unloaded right there, got the victory. I did not think it was going to happen like that because Harris Stevenson was looking great. High volume, doing everything he wanted, but just got in a bad little flurry, took a lot of punches, couldn't get up, couldn't answer the bell there, Sean.
Kaleb Harris showing intelligence, patience, and an explosion at the end.
Waited for the right time, was very patient. Those punches right there did a lot of damage on the inside. That last punch right there finished it off. When you pull the head down and you throw the punch up, that is like a double whammy right there. It's not legal in traditional boxing. It is legal in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, and that's why it lands, it knocks people out.
Harris Stevenson told us he wanted to show that just as Kaleb Harris has progressed in pro MMA and in pro bare knuckle from their first fight, so too has he. And in this, the rematch in bare knuckle, Stevenson progressed, but Harris has shown that he has really progressed from a fighter in April 29 who had never been punched in the face with a bare fist to now one of the best fighters at 175 pounds in the organization. Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Big Dan Mergliata, reaches the count of 10 at 1 minute 46 seconds into round number 2. For your winner by KO, Kaleb Lionheart Harris.
A huge redemption fight right there for Kaleb Harris and getting back that loss that he first had. And this guy was ranked there. I mean, he just continues to get better. The more experience he has, I cannot wait to see what's next for him on that journey to the title, Sean.
Harris Stevenson was actually controlling the rhythm and the tempo of this fight. He was coming forward, but Kaleb Harris told us he wanted to keep his distance, in and out, don't trade punch for punch. He saw his opportunity, and he fully seized his opportunity. From the half-tie plum, the uppercuts with the right hand to the finish. The winner in our feature fight of the evening by way of second round KO, Kaleb Harris defeats Harris Stevenson.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
People that are missing it are missing out big time.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month.
Rico Franco versus Derek Godfrey.
You can see here Godfrey with a significant 5-inch reach advantage. A little bit heavier as well, 5 pounds heavier than his opponent. You know, Rico Franco uses a lot of movement, so it's going to be up to Godfrey to make him stay at bay with that longer reach.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the co-main event. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Presented to you by Lions Not Sheep Apparel. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears blue and red. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, an even 182 pounds. He is a bare-knuckle fighting veteran of 7 fights. Fighting out of Bristol, England, here is Darren the Tarantula Godfrey. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears white and gold. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, 177.6 pounds. His veteran's bare-knuckle record stands at 6 victories opposite 2 defeats. Fighting out of Gainsborough, Lincolnshire, England, here is Rico Bon Bon Franco. And our referee in charge of the action, Alan Jackson.
In addition to 8 bare-knuckle fights, Rico Franco, a veteran of 10 pro MMA bouts, including 1 in M1 Global. But Franco feels this is far and away his best combat sport. Round number 1. White and gold trunks for Rico Franco. And blue trunks for Darren Godfrey. Godfrey trying to be elusive. High-tight striking guard, the head movement, the jab. Lead left hook for Rico Franco. Franco jab to the body. Franco prides himself on a very high ring IQ, very cerebral approach, outstanding movement, outstanding speed.
Well, the thing that's impressing me so far is his accuracy. His hands just go exactly where he sees. The hand-eye coordination, very good.
Constant head movement from Godfrey. You see the calmness of Franco coming forward off the jab. Both move from Godfrey. Franco jab to the body. And rough. On the turn, that's ruled a slip correctly so by Alan Jackson. Right back to it. We just talked about the 10 pro fight MMA experience for Franco. Left hand on the inside for Godfrey. Back to range. And Franco into the mid-range off the jab. Uppercut to the body, and that drops Darren Godfrey.
Beautiful shot right there. Waiting time and looking for the right moment. Exploded into that body shot.
Mandatory 8, given to Godfrey by Alan Jackson. Franco, ever true to his methodical self after dropping Godfrey. No rush, no recklessness ever in bare knuckles for Rico Franco. Now the right hand, left hand, that's knockdown number 2.
That's what I was talking about earlier, that clean shot right there, just wherever he receives the opening, that's where it throws a punch, and that works.
Final seconds, round number 1. A huge opening round in his BKFC debut for Rico Franco, twice knocking down Darren Godfrey. We move.
So even when he was able to utilize that clinch, he did it well. He threw his opponent down. It's not really what you're supposed to do with it, but he sent the message right there. He's the alpha in this situation. He's got just a sharpshooter right there, waiting for any little opening. You have to be ready at all times if you're going against Franco, because if he sees a little opening, his hands will get there. I mean, just look how calm and relaxed he is right now. Just, you wouldn't even know he has a fight going on.
Both fighters up to scratch. Alan Jackson starts round number 2 of our co-main. Rico Franco in his highly anticipated BKFC debut versus Darren Godfrey in his second bout in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Godfrey trying to roll to the inside.
And if I'm Godfrey right now, I'm trying to make this a dirty, ugly fight. Push your way in, be heavy on your opponent.
Big left hook from Franco. Franco with the right hand. Naked right hand, that was slick. Knockdown number 3.
And that did a lot of damage right there. You can tell by the way Godfrey's head flew back.
Godfrey saying he's had enough, and the win with emphasis and class in his BKFC debut for Rico Franco.
You see the way Godfrey's head went back. He wasn't expecting that punch, and it's always the one you don't see that hurts you, and that hurt him. His head flew back in a way like, oh, I was not expecting that. Takes you a minute to quit being discombobulated. It didn't happen. Godfrey understood. He's like, I'm not going to be able to make it out of this. And he just told him, I'm done.
Blinded jab to throw that crushing 2. Rear straight right hand. Set off the sequence that ended this fight. Rico Franco most definitely living up to the hype, living up to the billing, and then some in his Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship debut. Taking out Darren Godfrey in 2 rounds, recording 3 knockdowns en route. Credit to Darren Godfrey, he was most definitely game. He tried to engage, throwing big, level changes head movement. But Rico Franco was simply on point.
Like I said, the accuracy right there, the calmness, everything that was thrown at him, he reacted to well. He just looked like a very experienced veteran out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the red corner calls a stop to this fight at 49 seconds into round number 2. For your winner, by KO, Rico Bon Bon Franco.
And Sean Franco seems to be everything he was built to be. Glad to have him involved with BKFC. He has a bright future, and I cannot wait to see who they throw him in with next.
Rico Franco absolutely on point. Recording 2 knockdowns versus Darren Godfrey in round number 1. And then the finish in round number 2, the step-in naked right hand. The 1-2, the right hand on the way down. That's game, set, match. The winner by way of second round knockout, Rico Franco defeats Darren Godfrey.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
People that are missing it are missing out big time.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month.
Knuckle Fighting Championship, presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink, is back in the United Kingdom, coming to you from the north of England at Walker Activity Dome. It's BKFC 46, and we will open with 3 preliminary bouts. Then at the top of the hour, our stacked main card will begin. Tonight's co-main, Robert Berry versus Ben Bonner in the lightweight division. And our main event, set for the welterweight division, Rico Franco versus Kaleb Harris. Hey everyone, with Chris Lights Out Lytle, I'm Sean Wheelock. Chris, tonight of course marks our 2nd time in Newcastle for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, our 5th time overall for BKFC in the United Kingdom.
5th time in UK. Sean, you're right there. However, we're getting fighters from all over the place. We have people from Germany, Czech Republic, Poland, all over the place. BKFC is starting to grow in Europe.
The BKFC app is truly the best value in all of combat sports. It costs just $7.99 per month, and it's how you watch our main card tonight, which begins top of the hour live from Newcastle. Our main event, Chris, really intriguing, set for 165 pounds. Truly 2 of the best fighters on the entire BKFC roster, Rico Franco versus Kaleb Harris.
A lot of experience for both these guys, Sean. 10 fights. Bare Knuckle really taking off for these guys, but I mean, it's totally different. You have Franco, he's had 10 fights, but 8-2, great record right now. We always consider him the best guy in Bare Knuckle, but not in BKFC. He's here now, and he's dominating 2-0 so far. Kaleb Harris really started off rough, but he really gets his sport now looking fantastic. His last few fights, he knows he wants to get in that title contention. A win here does it for him.
11 bouts in total tonight, coming to you from Newcastle. You have the fight odds, Chris. They're presented by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Very tough, a lot of tough fights here. Very difficult to call. The one I like, though, the one that jumps out at me, David Oscar at -115, fantastic bet.
Earn a $50 bonus bet on tonight's card with your first deposit of $5 or more on DraftKings Sportsbook. Scan the QR code and enter the code BKFC46 to play now. The rules of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, presented by Mid45 and administered this evening by the ISKA. All bouts are scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds and are scored by 3 judges on the 10-point must system. Punching in the active clinch is allowed. There is no 3 knockdown rule. All kicks, knees, and elbows are illegal, as are all takedowns and submissions. We open with a bout in the cruiserweight division. Crescent Tools brings you our tale of the tape for Carl Thompson versus Dustin Rabiga.
And you can see here, Sean, everything fairly similar. Thompson does have a slight height advantage, but it's more about the reach advantage usually, Sean, so I think that negates it. It's very, very similar in all aspects right here.
From Hamm, Germany, Dustin Rabiga, set to make his Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship debut at age 26.
And Sean,
he is carrying the German flag in his left hand.
Sean, that's one thing I'm loving right now. We're getting a lot more fighters at a young age, 26. I'm not that young, but I mean, for a fighter, it's not just other people doing other sports and come over. These are guys who are seeing this sport. This is what they want to do. This is what they grow up wanting to be part of Bare Knuckle. I mean, people making their debut is fantastic. I love the fact that we're getting younger guys.
And Chris, as we just talked about in our open with BKFC UK, it's not just fighters from the United Kingdom, it's fighters coming from Europe.
Like I said, people are watching, people are paying attention, people are understanding how exciting this sport is. They want to be part of it, and that's why I love the growth that we're getting is phenomenal.
Into the BKFC ring comes the German, Dustin Rabiga. Karl Thompson. The Englishman set to make his bare knuckle fighting championship debut. 8 years older than his opponent Dustin Rabiga. Thompson, 34 years old.
And Sean, it's always good to be the hometown guy. I mean, not even just hometown, but from that country. You're usually going to get the fan support. The problem is sometimes you get a lot more people bugging you the day before. Can I get tickets? Can I come see it? A little bit more of a headache to be more in your hometown or home country, I would say. So sometimes it is a benefit. Sometimes it's not so much. People don't really understand that sometimes it is more of a distraction than anything.
So pleased to be working tonight with the ring announcer Ian the Machine Freeman, former training partner of yours, Chris. The Machine, the first Brit in the UFC.
We are live for BKFC 46 here at the Wembley Wakefield Dome. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Newcastle. This bout is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink, and this is in the BKFC Cruiserweight division. Now let me introduce your fighter in the red corner. This fighter weighed in at 203.2 pounds. Representing Ham, Germany, please welcome Dustin Teddy Rabiga. And now welcome his opponent in the blue corner. This fighter weighed in at 202.8 pounds. Representing Sheffield, UK, from Krol, the Beast from the East, Thompson. Your referee for this bout, Alan Jackson.
Alan Jackson calling both fighters up to scratch. The scratch line's 3 feet apart. Round number 1, black and gold trunk. Thompson, Eagle with the step in left hand. Flurry to the body. Here comes Karl Thompson moving forward. Fast start for these 205-pounders, Chris.
They gotta like it. Both these guys are coming right after each other. They're not out there to feel each other out. They're there to knock the other person out.
Two to the body, not there from Rabiga. Overhand left for Dustin Rabiga. There's the right hand left to the body from Thompson. Big swings from both men. And right uppercut. That draws a reaction from this Newcastle crowd. Step in, right hand from Karl Thompson. Polo punch to the body from Thompson, showing the creativity. Took on the step back for Rabiga. Rabiga to the inside.
Sean, what I'm loving the way that both these guys are stepping into their punches. They're trying to make them count.
Rabiga pumping the jab from the southpaw stance. And down goes Karl Thompson.
Looked like a flash knockdown, Sean. Landed good. You can see on the top of his head right now a little bit of a bump right there, but I don't think it did a lot of damage. Let's see.
There's the mandatory 8 from Alan Jackson. Right back to it. 40 seconds remaining, round number 1. Thompson resetting off the canvas. Thompson again coming forward. Rabiga now into the clinch. Quick separation by Alan Jackson, right back to it. Good left hook lands from Thompson. Rabiga walking through that into the clinch. Break again from Alan Jackson, keeping this cruiserweight bout moving. The step in right hand again from Thompson in the orthodox stance. Over the head, that immediately draws the break from Alan Jackson. The fighters back to the center circle. Double left hooks from Thompson. That was slick just before the bell that ends round number 1.
And Thompson landing some really good punches there right at the end of that round. The way Rabiga's coming in there makes it very difficult. You have to time him, and you have to time him perfectly right there. And that's why it's giving Thompson a little bit of a problem right now. But Thompson has some good counters out there, but you have to think that knockdown was a difference in that round, Sean. See, there's one of those good left hands right there. Thompson doing a good job of countering, but you have to be perfect. Look, just take one punch just like that. When Rabiga comes in like that, awkwardly, that left hand landed, knocks off the equilibrium. That's all she wrote. I think the main thing right now is Karl Thompson's got to really focus on those counters. He's got to make Dustin pay every time he tries to step in there with that reckless abandonment and those punches. If you get hit with one of those, that could knock you down. You have to be careful, or it could cut you open.
Sportsmanship continues as we start round number 2. Exploding to the inside again, Dustin Rabiga. That's where he landed the knockdown punch in round 1. From the inside, there's the straight right hand for Thompson. Chris, that punch has been there thus far in this fight for Karl Thompson. Left hand, right hand from Thompson.
Been great counter left hooks from Karl Thompson right here.
So now to the body. See Rabiga circling to his right from the southpaw stance. Jab to the body, not there. Again to the inside. Now the call of break from referee Alan Jackson.
And that's one thing we've noticed, not a lot of work in these clinches so far.
Right hand again, Rabiga running through, steps back with that left hand of Thompson. 1:10 remaining, round number 2. This is a good opener to our BKFC 46 card from here in the north of England in Newcastle.
A lot of hard punches are being landed. Look at that, a lot more being thrown, you can see right there for Rabiga. However, Thompson in a much higher percentage.
Rabiga to the body, walk down pressure, good left hook again from Karl Thompson.
And that's been the punch for Thompson. That left hook's been the one that's really been dominating this fight so far. There's another one.
Left hand, that moves Rabiga off his striking line. Thompson holding his ground in the center circle, coming forward, left hand from Rabiga. Both fighters having their moments, the momentum swinging back and forth.
Rabiga's got to watch it. He's dropping his hands right now. That could be devastating.
Rabiga again running into the pocket. Thompson cut outside of his right eye. Step in right hand from Thompson. Thompson has been timing that. Throwing that naked 2 as Rabiga runs into the pocket. Closing seconds, round number 2. Left hook just misses from Thompson. Right hand, left hand. Rabiga walks through that into the clinch. Next stop, round 3.
And if I'm in the corner of Rabiga, I'm going to tell him, you got to keep that right hand in. Keep it up. Block that chin. You're getting hit too many times with that left hand. The next time you don't see it, that could be the time that knocks you down. You have to be careful. Keep that right hand up. There's a good combination right there. I was just waiting for his time to counter. There's some of those left hands being thrown. Those didn't land. That one did. That was one that knocked his opponent backwards, did the most damage. Look at those good hooks that are being thrown by Thompson. Rabiga, on to his credit, he keeps coming forward and putting the pressure on them.
Seconds out called, set for round number 3. That step in right hand again from Karl Thompson.
Beautiful, you got that left hand versus right hand. That straight punch is what's always open.
Obviously a double slip. Sporting touch of hands right back to it. Hands high and tight for Karl Thompson. There's that right hand again.
Right down the pipe, beautiful. Stepping in, stepping outside that lead foot.
The lead left hook and the naked 2, that step in right hand for Thompson. Those have been his 2 significant punches, and on cue, there's that left hook. There's that right hand.
And you can just look at that bit deep side you saw Rabiga take. He's getting tired out there.
Good left hand again. Rabiga trying to reset.
Rabiga's got to keep that right hand up. He's not doing it. That hook is landing at will.
Ruled a slip by referee Alan Jackson, telling Rabiga, get right back to your feet. 1:05 remaining, round 3, left hand. Down goes Dustin Rabiga. Here comes the count from referee Alan Jackson. Jackson stops this fight, and the come from behind win for Karl Thompson.
And Sean, we always talk about it. I love it when somebody gets up off the canvas to come back in to get the victory. He dealt with adversity, did a great job, did Karl Thompson.
Strong start to this fight for the German Dustin Rabiga in his BKFC debut, dropping Karl Thompson in round number 1. But Chris, in round 3, it was evident that Rabiga was absolutely exhausted, or since we're in England, we'll see absolutely knackered.
Knackered. I love it. No, that was a great start for both guys. I thought they both came at it and went for it. There's that left hook once again. And once Thompson saw that his opponent was a little hurt, he jumped all over, didn't give him a break, stayed on him throwing hard punch. Look at that left hand. That was at will. That was a punch that really changed the fight, in my opinion.
That ruled a slip. Again, you can see the exhaustion of Rabiga.
And it was a left hand that did the damage. A little shoulder shrug kind of finished it off, but it was a left hand, that hook once again, that landed many times, that did the damage.
We go to the machine, Ian Freeman.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute, 6 seconds of the third round, we have a winner by the way of technical knockout, Krol, the Beast from the East, Thompson.
And Sean, I love the way Karl Thompson came out there, threw hard punches from the beginning, dealt with some adversity, got knocked down, came back to get the victory. I cannot wait to see him fight again.
Quality from both men, both making their respective bare knuckle fighting championship debut. Thompson continued to land that left hook, that step-in right hand. Rabiga exploding into the pocket, dropping Karl Thompson in round number 1. Thompson off the canvas. The winner by way of third round TKO. Karl Thompson defeats Dustin Rabiga.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
People that are missing it are missing out big time.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month.
Let's go!
Tonight only, you'll receive a free gift with any purchase of $25 or more at bareknuckleshop.com. Check out the huge selection of merch to choose from, the sizes and styles for everyone. You can place your order now at bareknuckleshop.com. And again, a reminder, if you spend $25 or more, you'll receive a free gift. So knuckle up at bareknuckleshop.com.
To the middleweight division we go. The numbers presented by Crescent Tools. Aaron Blakey versus Christian Nadolski.
And Sean, another one here. We have very similar 1 inch height difference. Both guys right around 70-inch reach, 69. Very similar with both these guys. Tail to tape equal.
What is your profession?
From Poland, now based in the southwest of England in Taunton, Christian Nadolski. This is his bare knuckle fighting championship debut. Nadolski, a veteran of 2 pro boxing bouts.
So coming from the world of boxing, Sean, a lot of times not real good at the clinch. It takes a lot of guys a little bit of time to get used to it, they get acclimated, but it only matters if the opponent pushes it. So you don't really know if that's a detriment at this point. We're gonna have to see how the fight plays out.
We're across the 5th anniversary of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship and this modern revival of the great sport of bare knuckle fighting. Chris, June 2nd, 2018, our first show. We're seeing the evolution of this sport. Still, by and large, bare knuckle fighting in this modern era is being dominated by MMA fighters, but we are seeing boxers coming in and having success.
And that's the thing, what I just said. A lot of guys don't quite get the transition, but they are starting to pay attention, learn, and practice before. Train a little bit different, as long as they can get in their mind that it's not boxing. If they don't get the idea that boxing is superior and they're willing to learn, they usually do pretty well.
Aaron Blakey enters 1-0 in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Blakey made his BKFC debut this past April. Defeated Naf Higson by way of first-round TKO. He looked very explosive and very quick in that win.
Absolutely, he does have one fight experience, which could be a lot. However, like you said, one round. I'm not sure how much experience one round is. Didn't even go the whole round, so he hasn't had that much squared circle ring time, but it is a little bit different. He understands it a little bit more. We'll see if that makes a difference here.
You're with us for the BKFC 46 Freeview, live worldwide online. Tonight, we're at Walker Activity Dome in Newcastle, England. At the top of the hour, our main card begins. 8 fights in total, main evented by 2 of the best 165ers and 2 of the best fighters in all of BKFC. Rico Franco versus Kaleb Harris. Again, that begins live, top of the hour. Our BKFC 46 main card from Newcastle. The way to watch is on the BKFC app.
Once again, Sean, you could not believe how excited I was when I heard that was going to be the main event. I watched, I said, oh, this is perfect. This is exactly what we want to see. Really excited to have this main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is presented by Crescent Tools. And this bout is in the middleweight division. So please welcome your fighter in the red corner. This fighter weighed in at 173.2 pounds. Representing Taunton, UK, Christian the Lunatic Nadolski. And now welcome his opponent in the blue corner. This fighter weighed in at 175 even. Representing Redford, UK, Aaron Loose Cannon Blakey. And your referee for this bout, Chris Batcheldor.
Set for this bout at 175 pounds. Call of knuckle up from referee Chris Batcheldor, round number 1. Diving in with the right hand off of scratch. The fighter from Poland in the red trunks, Krystian Nadolski. The Englishman from Redford, Aaron Blakey, is in the black trunks.
How do you like the way Blakey's taking the center of the ring right now? His back's always in the middle.
Big swings from the mid-range for Aaron Blakey. Nadolski very much on his back foot. Active with his lead hand, takes that right hand, and down goes Krystian Nadolski.
That quick punch right there did it. Didn't see it coming.
Chris Batcheldor just broke off his count, sending Aaron Blakey to a neutral part of the ring.
And that was close. He almost didn't get up. I bet Blakey's going to jump all over him right now.
With 15 remaining, round number 1, you see the head movement to the mid-range for Blakey. More big shots, rear right uppercut, knockdown number 2.
Nadolski needs to clinch. He needs to do something different right now. He cannot just sit there and take this brush. He's got to throw punches back at his opponent, but he's hurt right now. He's got to clinch, try and make this go a little bit longer. If he trades punches, he's probably going to get dropped again.
Nadolski off his back foot. Step in right hand, more big shots to the inside, knockdown number 3.
Exactly what I'm talking about right there, son. He's got to learn, he's got to understand. He just shook his head. No, I don't know if he wants to keep going. But he's got to start clinching or doing something different right here.
The count of 10 reached, and just like that, Aaron Blakey, 2-0 in BKFC.
Sean, it's so tough once you get hurt, once your legs are not underneath you, it's difficult to do anything, and that's what happened there. Nadolski's legs weren't working properly. He couldn't defend himself properly. These punches were coming. He didn't understand how to pull and tie up or make this fight last a little bit longer.
Back-to-back first-round finishes for Aaron Blakey, taking out Nav Higson in April and now taking out Christian Nadolski here tonight on the 1st of July.
Blakey looking very fast with his punches, very accurate right there. That the two combination right there, fast, speed, accuracy, great to have in bare knuckle, especially if you have a good defense. We haven't seen if he has one yet because he hasn't had to, because he's getting quick knockouts right away. You can see right from the very beginning, a couple of feints, that quick right hand, very quick. Did a lot of damage right away. Watch right here, bam, that's all it took. Waited for the right time, his opponent hit him with that clean right hand. More of the finishes. Another clubbing right hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute 27 seconds of the very first round, we have the winner by the way of technical knockout, Aaron Loose Cannon Blakey.
Great job right there by Blakey. Just speed, accuracy, power. I can't wait to see this guy keep fighting for us.
2 knockdowns to the knockout in round number 1. Impressive for Aaron Blakey. Victorious by way of first round KO, Aaron Blakey defeats Christian Nadolski. BKFC 46, coming to you live tonight from Walkout Activity Dome in Newcastle, is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink, OnlyFans, Crescent Tools, and by Lions Not Sheep Apparel.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
People that are missing it are missing out big time.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month.
Let's go!
Tonight only, you'll receive a free gift with any purchase of $25 or more at bareknuckleshop.com. Check out the huge selection of merch to choose from, the sizes and styles for everyone. You can place your order now at bareknuckleshop.com. And again, a reminder, if you spend $25 or more, you'll receive a free gift. So knuckle up at bareknuckleshop.com.
Tonight it's BKFC 46. Glad you're with us for a worldwide free view coming to you live online. A reminder, at the top of the hour, our 8-fight, absolutely stacked main card begins from here at Walker Activity Dome in Newcastle. As we're in the north of England, the way to watch our main card, which again begins live top of the hour, is on the BKFC app. So, Chris, we're in England tonight. We're back to one of our main bases in the United States for BKFC 47, set for July 14th. BKFC, our top 4 fights presented by Mid-45. Look no further than our top 2 back-to-back title fights in our main and in our co-main.
An unbelievable main event. This is one that really has me excited. I think these are 2 of the top fighters we have in all BKFC. Can't wait to see who wins. It's out of right there, but Jared Warren versus Josh Dyer. Those guys have been looking fantastic. Braden Allen right there. This guy might be one of the top guys in this weight class. Great power, great head movement. He does great things and says something that kind of made me think about myself. He said he never wants to be in a fight of the night because I always want to be in the fight of the night. He's right. You don't want to be in those. You want to be knocking people out, not getting knocked out. He's doing great for us.
Intriguing main and co-main when we were in Florida on July 14th. We talked about our main event earlier. That is something special. We're also intrigued by our co-main tonight. Robert Berry versus Ben Bonner. That's set at 155 pounds. 2 English fighters. The difference, of course, is 1 fight BKFC experience for Bonner.
Bonner does have that 1 fight experience right there. However, a little bit different because he has a lot of amateur background. His opponent there doesn't really have the background. However, he's training with Mick Terrell, if anybody's seen him fight, probably one of the best heavyweights we have. A lot of people think he's going to contend for the title, so you get that experience, that confidence of training with someone like Mick. That could be huge.
And tonight's main event at 165 pounds, these are two absolutely elite fighters. Not just elite welterweights, elite fighters pound for pound on the BKFC roster. Huge for both men, Rico Franco versus Kaleb Harris.
And we talked about it earlier. Harris has been phenomenal for us. He's done great stuff. He's just looking better and better each time. Last few fights, just phenomenal. He just knocked out a very tough Brad Kelly last time, so he's just getting better and better. He knows what to do. He understands. He's ready to go. Franco, on the other hand, I mean, this guy's 8-2. Looks phenomenal. Just looks like he could be one of the best guys, not like you talked about, not only in the weight class, but in the entire BKFC. So you put these two guys here together. When I found out this was the main event, I was so excited.
Our Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship summer rolls into August. We are back in New Mexico. John Dodson versus J.R. Ridge. The winner becomes the inaugural BKFC 125-pound world champion. Again, note the date, Friday, August 11th in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
And always in Albuquerque. What a great fight town. A lot of great fighters. So many of the best fighters in the world live in Albuquerque. They always come out to support the fights. They love BKFC just like we do, Sean.
And then Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship returns to South Florida. BKFC 49 Friday, August 25th, as we will be in Miami.
Another one of our places we love to go, Miami. Always great time. Always sell out and always great cards.
Our free view continues. Just under 30 minutes from now, our main card begins live on the BKFC app. Right now, the numbers is Crescent Tools. Robbie.
The common theme, Sean, I'm not sure who's doing the matchmaking, but they're putting very even fights on 1 inch height difference, 1 inch reach difference. Very similar right here. So the tail of the tape is not going to be the factor in this fight.
To our main card broadcast, the BKFC app, which you can watch live worldwide. Again, it begins live, top of the hour. Robbie Brown from Hartlepool, England. This is his Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship debut.
His bare knuckle debut, Sean. However, 3 pro MMA fights. We talked about that a little bit ago when we talked about being in there, understanding the clinch, pushing your opponent around, having that different mentality. A lot of times MMA guys have that. A lot of boxing guys don't. So that could be a difference right here. If Robbie Brown could mix some of that mixed martial arts background, get in the clinch, push people around, maybe try and dominate physically, wear your opponent down. That could be a benefit to him.
Fighters, by and large, who have found great success in BKFC, Chris, yourself included, have a strong base, understanding the clinch, understanding grappling, fit-ins, pummeling, throwing punches on the inside.
Well, you have to know everything, because if not, someone is going to take you to where you're not good, and then you're going to be in trouble. You have to know all aspects of fighting to be good at this sport.
Back to Ian the Machine Freeman.
This bout is presented by OnlyFans, and this is in the BKFC featherweight division. Now let me introduce your fighter in the red corner. This fighter weighed in at 144 pound even. Representing Hastings, UK, please welcome Ben One Bomb Hatchet. And now welcome his opponent in the blue corner. This fighter weighed in at 142.8 pound. Representing Hartlepool, UK, Robbie Brown. And your referee for this bout, Alan Jackson.
Now both fighters being told by referee Alan Jackson to toe the line. Round number one. Fast start off of scratch, moving forward is Ben Hatchet. He's in the black trunks. Multicolored trunks for Robbie Brown.
Well, Hatchet's really pushing the pace here.
Heavy into the clinch on the counter right hand. And that's ruled a flash knockdown. Here comes the mandatory 8.
I'd like to see that again. I thought he was going down before the punch even was thrown, but maybe not.
Quickly on the reset. Hatchet right back to his feet. There's the rear right uppercut of Robbie Brown that sat down Ben Hatchet. 125 remaining, round number one.
Oh, wow.
Rear right uppercut and knockdown number 2.
And Hatchet has got to figure that out. He cannot just duck his head down. He's got to be looking for that punch. It's those ones that you don't see that hurt you, and that's happened to him twice now.
Hatchet off the canvas with emphasis, literally running to the mid-range. Right to the body, left hand into the clinch. Left hand knockdown number 3.
Every time that uppercut's landing, it's doing damage. Hatchet, he doesn't look like he's getting up, but he is. Look at him. Not as enthusiastic as the first 2 get-ups, but
45 seconds remaining, round number 1.
another uppercut.
You see how this is ruled by referee Alan Jackson. Ruled a slip, right back to it. Robbie Brown has recorded 3 knockdowns here in round number 1. 2 off the rear right uppercut. Off the left uppercut, knockdown number 4. Brown talking to Hatchet, who is flat on his back. This fight is over, and a victory in his BKFC debut with emphasis for Robbie Brown.
And man, I mean, I think every uppercut he threw and landed got a knockdown. Great recognition right there.
Ben Hatchet exploding off of scratch. Aggression in the pocket. Robbie Brown simply on point with those hard, precise, and technical uppercuts. 4 knockdowns to the finish.
And like I said, it's those ones that you don't see that do all the damage. I don't think Hatchet saw any of those uppercuts coming. He came in with just reckless abandonment. I'm gonna land hard shots, and anytime he got caught in that mix, like I said, we talked about the MMA background right there for Brown. He utilized it right there. He used the inside game work right there, land those uppercuts. That was it.
That was the 4th knockdown, the final knockdown in this fight. Referee Alan Jackson breaking off his count. And that is the victory for Robbie Brown.
That's something that maybe if Hatchet could have got back to his corner in between rounds, the corner could have been like, you have to watch out, you have to make corrections. He wasn't able to. It all happened so fast, and that is one thing about this sport, Sean. It's very rapid, very quick. People come to fight the entire time. Sometimes they end quickly.
Great start to BKFC 46. 3 fights, 3 finishes. In the 3rd round, in the 1st round, and again here in the 1st round.
Sean, people want to see finishes. I don't know too many people who go, man, there was just too many finishes. I want more decisions. Nobody wants to hear what the judges have to say. Just let the fighters finish it and figure it out, and that's what's happening.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute 36 seconds of the very first round, we have a winner to technical knockout, Robbie Brown.
Great debut for Brown. Sean landed good uppercuts out there, great recognition, showed a lot of speed and very good precision right there.
Okay,
Precision indeed, Chris, on those hard uppercuts for Robbie Brown.
Robbie Brown has been going basically for gold, not just inside the ring, but outside the ring. And
immediate forward pressure off of Scratch to start this fight for Ben Hatchett, but then the uppercuts landing hard, precise, 4 knockdowns to the finish. Victorious by way of first round TKO, Robbie Brown defeats Ben Hatchett.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
People that are missing it are missing out big time.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month.
Let's go!
Tonight only, you'll receive a free gift with any purchase of $25 or more at bareknuckleshop.com. Check out the huge selection of merch to choose from, the sizes and styles for everyone. You can place your order now at bareknuckleshop.com. And again, a reminder, if you spend $25 or more, you'll receive a free gift. So knuckle up at bareknuckleshop.com.
Counting down to the top of the hour, that's when our main card begins. The way to watch worldwide, live, of course, from Newcastle, England, is on the BKFC app. 8 fights in our main card from here in the north of England, Chris, and a really intriguing main event in the welterweight division. Rico Franco, 2-0 in BKFC, who had the reputation as the best fighter worldwide in the sport of bare knuckle, who is not yet with BKFC. That, of course, has changed. He's set for BKFC bout number 3 tonight against Kaleb Harris. Kaleb Harris worked his way from the undercard, where he told us in his first BKFC bout, I've never punched anybody with a bare fist in my life. He was a veteran of 4 pro MMA fights. He has become an elite fighter, 6 victories. This now is a crucial fight for Kaleb Harris, and it is a crucial fight as well for Rico Franco.
And the thing about Rico Franco, we talk about, feel like he is a guy with 185-pound power, but he moves like 155-pounder. That's a great combination, especially in this sport. So what he wants to do, he wants to stay outside. He wants to use that elusive head movement, but land those hard shots. He's got to land these hard power shots and hurt Kaleb like that. But Kaleb doesn't want to stand right in front of his opponent. He wants to get on the inside, use that clinch, push his opponent around. He has MMA experience. Franco doesn't. Well, he has a little bit, but I mean, he's not in bare knuckle. He's not used to that kind of different style as much. So that's where I think Kaleb Harris has an advantage at that point. But I think speed-wise, it's definitely a little bit more Franco. So each guy has to do a little bit different things to win. Whoever's going to be able to implement their game plan is probably going to come out victorious.
We've seen the test that Kaleb Harris has had in BKFC. He fought in his last bout, Brad Kelly, taking out Brad Kelly, who's excellent in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, taking out Kelly in the first round, showing an additional amount of power, more precision, I think more aggression from Kaleb Harris than we've seen previously. Rico Franco, when you look at his entire resume, his entire body of work in the sport of bare knuckle fighting, very impressive. But promotionally in BKFC, this is a massive step up indeed for Rico Franco.
Yeah, he's had his first few fights. They were just giving him not as tough fights right there, but you have to see how they're going to do when they change, when they go to a different rule set, and they did that, and he passed with flying colors. However, going against Kaleb, that's a different story. Kaleb, like you talked about, his last fight with Brad Kelly, that really showed me something. I mean, Kaleb's just getting better and better and better each fight right there, but he just looks so confident, so calm, cool, collective. And Brad Kelly was killing everybody, looking great before that, and he demolished him. So that's the one that made me go, he's real and he's ready to go to the next level. So when I saw this fight was set up, I was like, man, you could not ask for a better. This is the perfect fight, the perfect matchup for both guys right now, what they need. I'm really excited for it.
Chris, overall on this card from Newcastle, we're in the north of England. We see fighters from the United Kingdom, but also BKFC in the UK is opening the door, literally and figuratively, for fighters that come in from Europe. On this card, fighters from Poland, fighters from Germany, fighters from the Czech Republic. We're going to see more and more of that, not just with BKFC in the United Kingdom. BKFC as we fight in Thailand and BKFC, of course, in the United States.
We're talking about going over to Bulgaria. I know they had tryouts there not long ago, and the fighters, they say, from all over that region, some of the best guys we're going to have in all the BKFC organization. So many people are excited to come here. So many people understand, recognize how exciting this sport is. And just the rule set and the way they've developed the sport, it's growing by leaps and bounds right now because it's exciting. People want to see us fight. People want to see exactly what's going on here. There's not the boring stuff that's in other fights. I'm a huge MMA fan. I'm a huge boxing fan, but this is my favorite thing to watch by far. Nobody complains, like we talked about earlier. Nobody complains there's too many knockouts because all it takes is one mistake here, one little mistake. You don't put your hand up the right way, you're going to get knocked out, and the fight's going to be over like that. You have to be perfect here, and that's what people like to see. People coming in, fighting, going for the finish, going for the victory, and that's what we have.
As we're now, again, in year 6 of BKFC, we're past our 5th anniversary, June 2nd, 2018, the modern era of bare knuckle fighting championships, the modern era of the great sport of bare knuckle fighting that has its roots back to the United Kingdom in the 17th century. We're seeing the evolution of the rule changes. Chris, when you came out of retirement from the UFC, you had your bare knuckle debut, not in BKFC where you went 2-0, but first you fought in England, a completely different rule set. As this sport, this modern revival is so new, we're seeing a lot of promotions, big and small, in the UK. They're starting to adapt to this, the BKFC rule set. What you fought in England was so much different from what you wound up fighting in BKFC.
Yeah, it was definitely different. I didn't like the fact that every time you got close, a person would grab you, and then they broke it up. There was a 20-second count. If you knock somebody down instead of 10, you start far apart. I like the way what we're trying to do with BKFC. You start 3 feet apart, you fight, just make it happen the entire time. You can fight in the clinch. You're going to fight the entire time. There's going to be no downtime, no lull time, and it's great. People are coming after each other. They're going the entire time. People want to see it. It's very entertaining. I think we're doing everything very well, and people are adapting. They're going to have to because this is the excitement level's high. People love it. Fans are loving it. So I think this has definitely the ability to take over combat sports.
And the active clinch is really the decisive factor for BKFC and our rule set as opposed to other organizations, not just in the UK but worldwide. We're seeing bare knuckle fights in Poland. We're seeing them in Russia. We're seeing them in Thailand. This is a sport that's exploding, and you think 30 years ago, the early days of MMA, there were so many different rule sets. It really took 8 to 9 years for the rule sets to really coalesce. We still don't see total uniformity. Look no further than what One Championship does in MMA. By and large, though, it's the same rule set. We're still in those early stages, but you can see with BKFC, with the active clinch, our promotion, the worldwide leader in the great sport of bare knuckle fighting, I think is now setting the tone and the tempo for what rules other promotions will use moving forward.
Well, and it amazes me. I was around, I'm not for quite 30 years for the first, UFC type fights, but I was around early in those, and I saw how long it took for us to grow and elevate. It took years. I fought at the 10-year anniversary of UFC, and this. We're way past where they were at that time. We're growing at an exponential rate. We're developing. We're changing. Everything is developing way quicker than MMA did. So that encourages me. I mean, we're only 5 years in, but we're like 15 years to where MMA was.
And as we saw the global expansion, indeed explosion of MMA 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, remember November 12th, 1993, the date of UFC 1. So for me, people in Japan can say, well, there was Pancrase, there was Shudo, there was UWF. For me, that was the beginning of MMA. For me, the beginning of this modern revival of bare knuckle fighting, June 2nd, 2018 with BKFC 1. Global expansion of MMA 25, 30 years ago. We're seeing that global expansion of the sport of bare knuckle fighting.
Absolutely. Like I said, I'm so excited for Bulgaria. I'm excited for Thailand. I'm excited for all the places we're putting on different fights right here. They're starting to adapt. We're in England right now for the 5th time. That's unbelievable how quick we're growing. And I love how rapidly everybody's accepting us and wanting to be part of what we're doing because it is exciting. That's what I love. When I see fighters and I talk to them, you can tell the way their eyes are, bare knuckle, I want to talk about that. You can tell who the real fighters are, who the athletes are, who don't really like. Some guys don't like getting hit, but some guys who really want to get in there and mix and test themselves, they all want to be part of BKFC.
At the top of the hour, our main card begins. We're in Newcastle at Walker Activity Dome. 8 fights headed your way. And we are main evented by a phenomenally intriguing main event. 2 of the best on the BKFC roster at 165 pounds. Rico Franco versus Kaleb Harris. A reminder, the way to watch our main card tonight, BKFC 46 from Newcastle, is on the BKFC app. You can go to your app store now, download it, or you can simply scan the QR code on your screen. Top of the hour, we begin live from Newcastle, our main card, BKFC 46. Last Friday night, we were back in the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Hard Rock Live in South Florida, BKFC 45. And Chris, the fights delivered as they always do for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship.
Absolutely, Sean. Once again, a lot of great knockouts here. People coming to finish, people coming to put it on. And even right here, first fight, people coming after each other the entire time. You got to like the forward pressure. We talked about one of the first fights here tonight, forward pressure the entire time. That's what you get, Bare Knuckle BKFC.
Chris and I will see you sharp at the top of the hour as BKFC rolls on. BKFC 46, our 8-bout Newcastle card from Walker Activity Dome. Again, a reminder, you can watch it live worldwide on the BKFC app. Until then, we will leave you with this look back from last Friday night in South Florida at Hard Rock Live from the best of BKFC 45. Chris Garcia enters 1-0 in BKFC. That means not trying to actually hit your opponent, just set the distance with the right hand.
Right in the center where he wants it to be. He's not getting up against the ropes. He's making sure he's...
Garcia controlling the range. Madrid being stuck on the outside. Takes that right hand and the left hand from Garcia.
Madrid is just having trouble landing anything besides the occasional jab.
Good entry left hand from Garcia to the pocket. Big swings on the right hand from Garcia. That turns Madrid out.
By TKO and still undefeated, Chris Dynamite Garcia.
This is fight number 1 in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship for Joe White. Leonardo Perdomo set to make his pro combat sports debut in this bout. To the body goes Perdomo. Staying on the outside. Left hand and down goes Joe White flat on his back. Coming forward, hands high, huge right hand on the inside. Trying to initiate the clinch, Joe White overhand right again, left hand. White swinging back against the ropes. Right hand knockdown number 2. 10 game set match.
For your winner by KO, Leonardo Perdomo.
This is bout number 3 in BKFC for Dylan Weinmiller. Steve Townsend set for his 6th bout in the sport of bare knuckle fighting.
Weinmiller wants to get inside. Townsend does not want that to happen.
Miller closing the distance, lands on the inside counter, left in the right hand on the counter from Townsend. Miller is cut. Right ground, there's a push right hand from Townsend. The right hand, hard shot, then the left hand. Big right hand from Townsend on the counter, and that drops Steve Townsend.
For your winner by KO, Dylan the Dog Weinmiller.
Roberto Armas set for bout number 3 in BKFC. The Cuban, now based here in Florida, Alberto Blas. Left hand knocked through. Out to the side comes Alberto Blas. Big shots in the clinch. Huge shots. Referee Kerry Hadley taking a really close look. Ferocious shots from the halftime look. Looking to finish with the right hand, and he does. Just like that, the win for Alberto Blas.
By TKO and still undefeated, Alberto El Indio Blas.
Ryan Carroll set for his 2nd fight in BKFC. Guillermo G. Perez. Born in Cuba, based here in Florida. Exits smartly and quickly. Round number 1. White trunks for G. Perez on a fast start. And black trunks for Ryan Carroll, who is down and right back up. Fighters trying to touch fist. Now driving pressure from Carroll. Carroll, big right hand and another right hand. Covering up his right, and Carroll down up. Chris Young almost took that right hand. Ruled as a slip. Half-time pump snatched by G. Perez. The stiff jab now from Perez. Counter left hand knockdown number 2.
And there's that accuracy we talked about. Perez just waits for openings and he found good one right there. Got to do something here. He better jump on his opponent right now.
Big shots from Perez. He can see the finish line, trying to reach it here in round number 1. Relentless with the right hand, right to the body. Knockdown number 3.
By KO and still undefeated, Guillermo, the Cutman Perez.
This is bout number 3 in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship for James Dennis. Rene Rodriguez. 2-0 promotionally in BKFC. Right hand, counter right hand from Rodriguez. Counter right hand again. This again trying to explode in off the left hook. Left hook again, counter right hand, left hand, big swing now from Rodriguez. Dennis now playing defense, takes the right hand. That's the first knockdown in this fight. Naked right hand, and we're in 1 knockdown apiece.
There's that straight right we talked about, and Rodriguez is hurt right now.
Big swings. Rodriguez, knockdown number 2. Dennis again, the naked right hand, counter right hand from Rodriguez. James Dennis takes the left hand. Dennis actually pointed to the canvas, took the left hand, lands that right hand. Big shots now from James Dennis. Overhand right. Both fighters go down. We'll see how that's ruled by Sam Burgos. Not a double knockdown, a double slip. Rodriguez tumbles.
For your winner by TKO, James Knucklehead Dennis.
Gilberto Aguilar, set for his 7th fight in the sport of bare knuckle fighting. You hear the pop for Brian Duran. Born in Cuba, now based very nearby Miami, Florida. Quick 1-2 from Duran to the inside. Big shots on the right hand on the exit. Counter left hand, the right hand. Ferocious start to this featherweight bout. More big shots from Duran on the turn. On the right hand, left hand to the body. Thudding body shots by Duran. Big shots again. There's the left hand. The right hand on the turn, and now taking a knee, Gilberto Aguilar.
And still undefeated, Brian El Gallo Dara.
Bout number 2 in BKFC for Eduardo Peralta. Howard Davis set for bout number 7 in the sport of bare knuckle fighting. It's not exclusively soles of the feet under this rapidly evolving bare knuckle rule set, but now that is a knockdown. Peralta taking himself on the delay to the canvas.
Howard H.D. Davis.
This is bout number 3 in BKFC for Eric Lozano, Jake Bostwick. This is his 6th bout in BKFC. We measured start now, a big left hand for Bostwick on the step. Very low, very open striking guard. Trying to counter, but exploding in is Jake Bostwick. And another right hand, left hand on the English for Jake Bostwick. Right hand, Foreman shots to the bell, the punches continuing. Good left hook, good diversion. Our strike stats presented by Bucked Up Energy.
See there, surprise was on the
Brutal! Jake Bostwick.
James Lilly enters 8-0-1 in the sport of bare knuckle fighting. Luis Palomino. He has been absolutely dominant in bare knuckle fighting championship. Yeah, Nino to the inside. 30 seconds remaining round 1. Body not there. Nino looking for the level change right hand. Nino to the inside. If jab from Lilly, that got through. Palomino forward. This quiet now. Sold out South Florida crowd. There's the right hand from James Lilly. Good job.
And still undisputed BKFC World Lightweight Champion Luis Baboon Palomino.
Welcome to to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
People that are missing it are missing out big time.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month.
Let's go!
Tonight only, you'll receive a free gift with any purchase of $25 or more at bareknuckleshop.com. Check out the huge selection of merch to choose from, the sizes and styles for everyone. You can place your order now at bareknuckleshop.com. And again, a reminder, if you spend $25 or more, you'll receive a free gift. So knuckle up at bareknuckleshop.com.